Okay. Let's try that again. All right, lesson 2, physical therapy. Meet Amber. Amber recently started her career in physical therapy, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her job. Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm a physical therapist. Maybe you're wondering if a job in therapeutic services is for you. I can help you narrow it down by telling you about the job. Physical therapists help people rehabilitate from physical pain and injury to get as much normal, comfortable movement as possible. My first task is to assess patients' conditions through examination, questions, and information from their doctors. Then I develop a treatment program to help them reach their goals. The program can be exercises with their own bodies or machines or resistance bands. Then I help the patients with the actual exercises. This can be a physically demanding job, but I'm never bored because the patients are all so different. The work environment. Physical therapists work in healthcare offices like specialist doctors, but can also work in hospitals and nursing homes. I work in a healthcare office. Patients come to me because their doctor has prescribed physical therapy after an injury, illness, or surgery. Physical therapists who work in hospitals help patients rehabilitate enough to go home. Hospital PTs may also be asked to help decide if a patient should be discharged to home or a rehabilitation center. A hospital PT will be required to work some evening and weekend hours. Because this job varies so much, some physical therapists also work in nursing homes, sports facilities, schools, and private practices. They would have a less diverse client pool, so could become more specialized in certain parts of physical therapy. Physical requirements. Although I do sit and talk with patients sometimes, I usually am physically helping as they go through their exercises. I typically dress in nice yoga pants and sneakers to be able to move comfortably. Depending on what patients are doing, I'm standing or crouching next to them to provide support and encouragement. I also set up machines for patients to use, sometimes demonstrating the right way to do the exercise. I'm careful to lift heavy machines using my leg strength, and I also have a personal fitness routine outside of work to help myself stay strong and flexible. Education requirements. Education and certification. If you are in high school and you want a job in this field, make sure you have all the course requirements you need in physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. You will need a doctorate of physical therapy degree, which is a 3-year accredited program after 4 years of college. Programs are accredited by the Commission on Accreditation in Physical Therapy Education. Physical Therapist Central Application Services has important admission requirements for DPT programs and information on its website. Then you must take a state licensure exam, which varies from state to state. Some universities offer a 3+3 program to save time and money in your education. Students take 3 years of pre-physical therapy and undergraduate classes and go directly into 3 years of DPT courses. As of 2015, a DPT degree is required for licensed PTs, and master degrees in PT are no longer offered. Most PTs can expect to take continuing education courses after they are licensed. Some states even make a requirement to stay licensed. That's it. So, video, this guy.
Tim Fraticelli. I'm a physical therapist, and I received my Doctor of Physical Therapy degree from Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most common questions I hear on this YouTube channel and on my blog, ptprogress.com. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest videos on physical therapy and career development tips for PTs and PT students. Okay, let's dive into the number one question I hear. How much does a physical therapist make? Now, as a new graduate physical therapist, you can expect to make anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on your location and the physical therapy clinic setting. Now, if you're thinking $60,000, wow, that seems really low for a physical therapist who spent 3 years and $150,000 going to physical therapy school, well, you're absolutely right. It's very low for PT, but it still happens in oversaturated cities like St. Louis, Missouri, where PTs are starting outpatient clinics with salaries in the low $60,000 range. But the good news is that you don't have to accept this type of salary as a new graduate. For example, here in Michigan, where I work, a new graduate can expect to earn $70,000 or more in an outpatient clinic setting. But that same physical therapist can earn $85,000 to $100,000 right out of school, working in the home health setting, a skilled nursing facility, or as a per diem physical therapist. Question number 2 is this: what does a physical therapist do all day? Well, when I work in the clinic, my day generally starts at 8 a.m. and I get a list of patients that I'm going to see for the day. A lot of them are people that I've seen before, but almost every day I will have 1 or 2 new evaluations, which is the first appointment for someone who's starting physical therapy. Now, during a new evaluation, my goal is to learn how I can help that patient as I listen to them share their medical history with me, and I usually spend 45 minutes to an hour with them doing an evaluation. So we'll focus on things like the history of their injury or their surgery, and I also perform special tests and measurements to establish baseline strength and range of motion performance. And then we dive into specific exercises they can start doing immediately to help them meet their goals. In the outpatient clinic setting, my schedule is set up to have 1 patient every half an hour. Unless it's an evaluation, then an entire hour is blocked off for that patient. So within a normal 8-hour clinic day, it's not uncommon for a physical therapist to see anywhere from 12 to 16 patients a day, depending on the number of cancellations, no-shows, or new evaluations that you have for the day. Now I get it, some of you are probably physical therapists out there and you're wishing you would only see 16 patients a day, because some clinics will have 20 or more patients on your schedule for the day. And it's a real problem in physical therapy because as a physical therapist, we're fortunate to be able to spend more time with our patients than a typical physician gets with their patient in the doctor's office. But as insurance reimbursement decreases, a lot of clinics are pushing PTs to see more and more patients a day, which can put a strain on both physical therapists and decrease the quality of care that the patients get in a physical therapy clinic. So if that's you and you're seeing 20 patients a day, I feel for you because I've been there too. But I would encourage you and PT students to find a setting that allows you to provide the best treatment possible without burning you out or sacrificing the quality of care for your patients. Okay, the third most common question I hear from readers is this: should I even become a physical therapist? You know, a lot of people are fascinated by the human body, human movement, kinesiology, exercise, and fitness. And as a physical therapist, I love having the knowledge to apply actionable treatments for my patients who are having difficulty performing functional tasks like lifting their arm overhead or progressing them through exercises that help them to walk or to run with less pain in their knees. All of those are great things, but answering the question, should I become a physical therapist, is very difficult for most people because the cost of attending physical therapy school is absolutely absurd. Dozens and dozens of physical therapy programs have been developed over the past 15 to 20 years, and many of them are private schools that charge anywhere from $35,000 to $50,000 a year for PT school. Now, mind you, it's 3 years to get through PT school, and this leaves new PT grads with $150,000 of graduate student loans for PT school on top of the $40,000 or $50,000 they had for their undergraduate degree. So it's not uncommon to have upwards of $200,000 in student loans to get into a career with an average salary of $85,000 or so. Now, it's very difficult to make a blanket statement to say with a resounding yes that you should apply to PT school if you're just interested in physical therapy. Before you commit the time or the money or the resources, I would encourage you to shadow a physical therapist at multiple clinics for no less than 100 hours. And if you decide that physical therapy is a career that you want to pursue, I'd encourage you to do your very best to go to a state school and to find ways to make graduate school less expensive so that you're not crippled by debt when you begin your career as a physical therapist. Hey, I just want to be real with you. I love being a physical therapist. I hate the student loans. I hate the high cost of school. To be honest, I think most schools have grossly inflated tuition since transitioning from a program of a master's degree level to a doctoral level, and it's leaving new grads feeling trapped under a huge pile of student loans, which is very unfortunate and part of why I created the video, How to Pay Off Student Loans Faster, which you can check out here or in the comments below. And if you're still interested in becoming a physical therapist and want more information about a career in physical therapy, be sure to check out the video, Is Physical Therapy a Good Career for Me? And you can see a link to that video here or in the description below as well. Hey, if you found this video to be helpful, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. You'll get more videos on physical therapy and career development tips for PTs and PT students who are wanting to succeed in this career. And just thanks again for watching. If you have a specific question for me, be sure to leave a comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.